Alright, welcome to Mainland Cycle Center's new vehicle department. This is a 2012 Kawasaki Concours 1400 ABS. This one is in the red color, and I'll be honest, I don't remember exactly what Kawasaki's name for this color is. It's a little cloudy out here today, so I know it probably looks mostly black in these pictures, but this one is actually a red. It's kind of a it's kind of like what we might call in the 70s a root beer color. It almost has a little bit of a metallic brown look to it, but it's actually kind of a red color. I think it's a very pretty color. Anyway, I hope the video kind of gets the color some in it. Maybe we'll get a little sunlight here in a minute. Alright, the Concours 14 uses a 1352cc motor. It's an inline 4, it's water cooled, it's fuel injected. These use a variable cam timing. It gives them more power down low, more mid-range power and torque. They come factory with the hard saddlebags, just like we're seeing right here. The rear rack on it. They made some changes starting in 2011 with these. They're all ABS. These have ABS brakes, plus it does have traction control. You can see here on the front wheel this little deal here. There's a sensor for it there that measures wheel speed for ABS and for the traction control. You've got those on the front and the rear. Of course, these are dual disc brakes. There's 2 discs, and then there are 4 piston calipers. So you've got 1 piston, 2 pistons on the back. There's 2 more pistons, so it squeezes from both sides, and they're radially mounted. You got your bolts coming in like this. These are ram air. There's your ram air intake ports there. While we're looking here, this has got these are your mirrors, and these mirrors have a little breakaway function to them. So anyway, try to protect those mirrors. To adjust the mirrors here, you just move the glass there to adjust the mirror. Clear lens with an LED tail light on the back. Clear lenses on the turn signals. These are shaft drive, and it uses a special linkage system on them that keeps this shaft drive. A lot of shaft drive bikes, as you apply power to the rear end, it causes the suspension to lift. It actually pushes the wheel down, which in turn lifts the suspension. This bike is designed to react like a chain drive motorcycle, and that it'll squat in the back as you accelerate. So it's got that, if it was a BMW, we'd call it a telelever rear suspension, I believe is what they call it. And then this little deal here lets you adjust the rear shock spring tension. So by turning this knob on the end, you can stiffen and soften the rear shock spring tension. So if you're carrying a passenger, you can soften it up. If you're riding solo, if you're carrying a passenger, you can stiffen it up. If you're riding solo, you can soften it up. One of the other things they did starting in the 11s is to try to keep some of the heat from coming out around the motor. They have these little rubber deal there that fit real tight against the motor. And I changed the fairing design here to duct more heat away from the rider there. Now these also have heated grips there, and there's your heated grips, high and low. Turn them off and on. It really works well. These have radial master cylinders, which means that when you're pulling this lever, the piston is moving this way as opposed to this way. And it just gives you a better feel on those pistons. This is the hydraulic clutch here, and then we have the front brake here, and again has that radial master cylinder. Alright, the Concours have a keyless entry system, so it has a key fob. This key stays in the bike all the time. Now a lot of people get all worked up about this. It really works really well. We've had very little issues with these, and they really work real well. But as long as you've got this fob within proximity of the bike, we're going to set it over here on the seat, all you have to do is walk up to the bike, push here, and it turns on the dash there. It says it's okay to turn the key, so we turn the key on, that turns the bike on, and then you just push the start button and it cranks right up. Okay, and then you turn it off and you put the fob in your pocket, you walk away, and nobody can start the bike. This key here stays in the bike all the time. Now you do have the option of being able to remove this. You got 3 positions up here: off, on, and FSS. FSS is fuel seat saddlebag. So push that in, turn it all the way to FSS, and then this key will come out. So you can open the gas tank there. You can open your saddlebags there. You can open your saddlebags here. Okay, and then your saddlebags will lift off just like that. Okay. But let's say that the bike is running and you don't want to pull this key out because you don't want to turn the bike off for whatever reason. You have another key built into the key fob here. Okay, so right there is another key, so you can use that key to open your saddlebags without pulling the one out of the ignition. Or if you have this in your pocket and you didn't want to reach into your pocket, you could get the one out of the ignition. Again, it'll work in the gas cap, and then also you can pop the seat off here. So anyway, it really is pretty, Kawasaki's really thought it through, and it works really well. And we've had very, very little problems with these, almost none. Eventually you'll have to put a battery in the fob. This has a storage compartment here with an electronic lock on it, so when the bike is off, this won't open. If we turn the bike on, then it does open, so it's an electronically locking compartment there, which is nice. You do have good instrumentation here. You've got a speedometer, a tachometer, and then you've got your LCD display here. Gives you, there's tire pressure monitor, so you have tire pressures. Now there's a switch up here on the handlebar. If you push this button, it'll scroll through the dash. So I'm pushing this button. So there's battery voltage, outside air temperature, average miles per gallon, current miles per gallon, your estimated fuel range, and then back to your tire pressure. And of course you have gear position, tells you what gear you're in. You have temp, you have your fuel, and then you have odometer, and then there is a trip meter A, trip meter B. I'm sorry, that's the flock. Odometer, trip meter A, and trip meter B. These do have traction control, and you can turn the traction control on and off. Right here with the K-Trick button, you push and hold it, and the K-Trick KTRC button on the dash will go solid. When that light is solid, the traction control is off. Now when it's the bike is not running, it'll flash and the ABS light will be on until you drive a little bit. Now this has anti-lock brakes. ABS brakes are really good. And then this bike also has what's called the Kawasaki K-Act, the active braking system. And basically the K-Act lets you, it gives you a linked braking system. And so if you apply either one of the brakes, it's going to send braking power to all the wheels, and it just works really, really well. But there's 2 modes for that, and this button will let you switch that. Okay. So lots of good stuff with the Concours, shaft drive, a lot of electronic goodies. These bikes have done really well. There's the 2012. I think it looks great with the black wheels and the black frame. We are Mainland Cycle Center. We are located about 30 minutes south of downtown Houston, just off of I-45 in LaMarque, Texas. Give us a call, shoot us an email. Our website is mainlandcyclecenter.com. Our phone number is 409-948-4969. Thanks for watching. Let us know if you have any questions or comments. Give us a call. Let us know how we can help. Thanks.